Hello, friends. Sorry I'm a little late today. um, got this whole other thing that I've started, a whole other can of worms going on right now in my neighborhood, and I've kind of appointed myself to be the leader of this. So I've been really busy. I know that's very cryptic and doesn't make any sense, but I've been hella busy today. I hope you guys are having a great day. But I've been rushing around, believe it or not. That was basically just to say I've been extremely busy today. All right, go ahead and post your questions. We are going to start really quickly with the free list. Will I experience any positive changes in my life this month? Hello, Dollface. How are you? Taka is here. Taka, thank you for your donation. I'm going to go ahead and add you to my list. And then, per usual, we'll kind of do confirmation of those donations shortly. Okay, we are 3 minutes into the live, so we're going to go ahead and start the countdown. Becca, will I experience any positive changes in my life this month? Ooh, I am getting a yes. Queen of Cups, Becca. So that's a lot of emotions, good feeling, happiness, maybe even loving feelings as well. Make sure you guys are posting the correct emoji or keyword along with your question. I do scroll really quickly through the chat, so if I don't see it, then you might be skipped over on accident. Did Jay ignore me because I wasn't proud of my roots? Let's see. So you have the Justice card. That is a yes for me. But I think that there could be other reasons behind it. With the Justice, it's all about balance and honesty. And there's two sides to it. You know what I mean? There's a reflection, there's a balance. So there could be other things going on, but that could have been part of it. I am getting a yes. Hey, Liz, how are you? Dolphin's doing well. Becca said love life. I am so sorry. Let's double check that here. Will Becca experience any positive changes in her love life this month? Please show me a yes or a no. 7 of Cups, but it is coming out with the Sun again. I want to say yes. I'm getting confirmation. I cut the deck 4 of Wands. I'm going to go with yes, Becca. That is what I'm going to stick with. I'm sorry I didn't read that question correctly. Who am I doing next? Will I be physically attracted to J.A.? Will Liz be physically attracted to J.A.? Show me a yes or a no, please. Ooh, I am getting a yes. It's the 10 of Pentacles, Liz. Beauty. Please show me a yes or a no for Beauty. Yeah, Queen of Cups is good. It's really good. Beauty, I think he is going to again. But keep in mind with the Knight of Swords, it is a rushed decision. It's something that he might just do spontaneously. So keep that in mind. Queen of Cups, is that good? Ooh, yeah. Make sure you guys are posting the correct emoji or keyword along with your question. You're right, Liz. Becca, I'm glad you made it here early so you get your question answered. The doll face diva, will things improve between me and Eric after today? Are you guys in separation? The Nine of Pentacles is like a single energy or like an independent energy. The Moon is a no for me. I feel like it's going to be a little bit more of the same, the doll face. That's kind of what I'm intuitively picking up. Marissa May. Sometimes you don't get notified for some reason. That actually, Beauty said that to me before too. Show me a yes or a no for Marissa May, please. Oh my gosh, I have a yes for you. It's the Lovers. Thank you for liking the video as well. Marissa May, I think you might be new here. I don't recognize your name, I don't think. So if you are, thank you for the sub. MSN Pro says I'm starting to sound better. Yay, thank goodness. I really hope that I am. I appreciate you telling me that. It's been a while, y'all. It's been a long time since I feel like I felt like myself and sounded like myself. I actually slept in my bed all night last night. I didn't have to sleep on the couch. It's amazing what a good night's sleep will do for you. Yes, just started talking. Okay, so yeah, I could just continue on how it's been for just a little while. You might not notice much progression, the doll face diva. Working to myself. You're welcome, Marissa May. Is the reason I got left out a lot by invitations is the reason I think of. Show me a yes or a no for working to myself. You know, I have the page, or sorry, the Hangman at the bottom of the deck and the Page of Swords that came out. It is a yes for me, but I feel like there's something more here. It's just the Page of Swords is the type of person that kind of keeps to themselves. They're likely more inclined to be introverted. They're curious. They're more seeking knowledge and seeking truth. The Hangman shows me that you guys, whoever this is or whatever situation you're dealing with, you guys can have completely different points of view and perspectives. And it's just like not a match in that way, is that like you guys don't think things similarly or do things similarly, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a difference of thoughts, opinions, or actions. So if that kind of aligns with what you're thinking, then I would go with a yes. If it doesn't, then it may be yes and. It may be like what you're thinking of and these other things that I mentioned. All right, so working to myself, got you. Back at Cash App for a BOGO, heck yeah. Thank you, girl. You're introverted, yeah. Don't let it get you down. I am sorry that happens to you. I'm sure that can feel really isolating. So I'm sending good vibes to you. But I feel strongly that your people are your people, you know, and these just may not be your people. You're welcome for working to myself. Okay, so Cozy. Show me a yes or a no for Cozy, please. We have 4 minutes on the clock, and then we'll be going on to our donations. If you are new to me today and you have not had a question answered free from me yet, I will still answer your questions even after the timer goes off. You'll just have to wait your turn. Cozy, I am getting a yes for you. Working to myself, I think it's important that you just find your people. There was actually, I actually hung out with all walks of life. Like even in high school, I walked with like all kinds of people. I think looking back, you would consider me fairly popular. But I never really identified in that way because I always felt like I was still on the outskirts. And there was this particular group of girls, they were like 3 best friends, and they always like would hang out with me, talk to me, whatever. And then like they would always do things like by themselves on their own. They'd never invite me, but they created that bond like way before they met me. And it did feel isolating. It did feel upsetting. At the same time, I got to the point where I realized like that just wasn't my people. You know what I mean? And I feel like people who are your people are not going to isolate you. So you just have to find the ones that you vibe with. And I know it's easier said than done, but that's how I feel. That's my perspective on it. Yay, cozy black girl. Sometimes rejection is spirit's protection. Oh, say it again, Becca. I absolutely love that. You know what? I need to write that quote down because I think that's absolutely correct. One of my favorite affirmations is what's meant for me won't pass me by. And so maybe that's not meant for you. Sometimes rejection is spirit's protection. That's amazing. I love it so much. You're welcome, working. I'm happy. I want you to walk away feeling at least a bit better or have more clarity. That's always my intention with my readings. So I am happy to hear that. Emily. Show me a yes or a no for Emily, please. Oh, let's put it on a t-shirt. Hell yeah. 2 of Swords. Yeah, he felt a bit torn. This isn't specifically a yes card for me. It's like a maybe. But I do feel like the general energy of this card is feeling torn about something and not sure whether to do it or not. So I do feel like your intuition is correct. Becca says puts it on a t-shirt. So my sister is a graphic designer and digital artist. And I'm like the other half of that creative, and I have a Cricut. So I'm like, should I start mass producing this shit? But Becca, that's your quote. You know what I mean? I don't want to take it from you. Okay. So let's confirm some donations really quickly. You're welcome, Emily. I know you've been wanting it. Confirm. I think I was on mute. I was totally on mute. Oh my God, that's freaking crazy. I was on mute the whole time, y'all. So I don't know how the hell that happened. Please explain to me how this happens. Hey Vetus. Mo, I skipped you. I'm not mad at you. I didn't see it. Mo, re-ask your question, Bria. I'll answer you. Oh my God. I think I'm being cut off. I think masculine energies don't want you to hear this shit. Okay, so here is what I was trying to say, that I got a divine download today that masculine energies, I did have a little explanation. Okay, so give me a second. Kit Kat, if I answered your question, you'll have to scroll back. Oh, you didn't hear me. Shit, sorry. Kit Kat, yes. So I did get a yes for you, Kit Kat. At the bottom of the deck, there was a 2 of Cups. So I do feel like this person is intentionally sending out energetic healing for your connection. So I am so sorry. Okay, hopefully you have it. Moving on to my little rant before I move on to donations is that I got an energetic download today that masculine energies send out like energetic psychic messages to their feminine. And whether they do it consciously or subconsciously, they do it intentionally on some level. And that's because masculine energies understand that feminine energies are intuitive, naturally intuitive, inherently intuitive. And so they will send out these messages. They will try to reach out to you. They'll try to contact you. Even if you guys aren't in tangible communication, you guys could just be like, you know, telepathically connected. Masculines will do this intentionally, especially when their actions aren't lining up. So I wanted to let you guys know, like, you're not crazy, because these men aren't telling you, or these masculine energies are not telling you that they have feelings for you, but they're trying to show you energetically that they have feelings for you. They might think about it a lot. They might, and it's it's this weird thing because us feminines think we're crazy. They think we're going crazy. Now, I'm not suggesting that because you feel this, that you continue to pursue this person per se. I'm just saying because I personally feel like actions should align with feelings and intentions. And I don't want you to waste your time. However, I do want you to know that you're not crazy. And I got this divine message earlier today, probably like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And I didn't really know how to articulate this message because I didn't feel like I fully got the whole message. But basically, I just want y'all to know that if you're interested in masculine energy and you feel like they have something for you, have feelings for you, you're not crazy, especially if you're constantly trying to get away from them and you can't. They're doing this intentionally. They're trying to put themselves in your thoughts. And so, yeah, because they subconsciously or consciously are aware that you're a intuitive being and that you will receive those messages. So yeah, that is what I've got for you there. So let's answer these last couple of free questions. Okay, is Star being honest with me about her and Anthony? Please show me a yes or a no for Mo. I have a yes. 3 of Pentacles. Maybe they're just friends. Maybe they told you they're just friends. Because this is a friendship card. But it is also a yes card, Mo. Rashima. I have a yes, the Sun. And Bria was my last one. Will I be in a relationship this year? I am getting a yes, Bria. This is specifically Libra season. All right, so hopefully y'all got my message now because I felt like a dummy with being on mute that entire time. I'm telling you, it's almost like Masculine Collective did not want me to share that information. Can you believe that? You're welcome, Kit Kat. Sorry I saw that a little bit late. Hey, I speak. How are you? Becca says, I can sense that. Doing well. Rashima said, confirmation. This is on my mind now. Oh my gosh, good. I'm glad. Momo, hey there. Mindful detachment. That's so important. Especially if you're just like, I don't want to have any expected outcomes here. I just want to kind of let things happen as they will. Yeah, I am doing better, but I have held up the donation list for long enough. Taka, if you are ready to post your question, please do so. Unless you already did, unless I missed it. I don't think you did. But yeah, Taka, I'm ready for you. And then after Taka, we have Becca. We have 8 spots open on the donation list if anybody wants to donate. Thank you, I speak. You said you're doing good. I don't know if you told me how you're doing. All right, Taka, so what we're gonna do... Oh, you're just doing channeled messages today? You're not doing the BOGO. You're just doing the channeled messages. Is that correct, Taka? Rising, thank you for donating. Okay. Right now, speaking is easier because my computer is like way over here. So if that's okay with you, then that's what I'll do. Oh, that's so sweet. I know I have a lot of regulars here, but if anybody isn't following Becca B, she just got a testimonial here in the chat. So I would love for you to go follow her. Perfect. Okay, so we have Taka, and then Becca, and then Rising after that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get focused for my channeling here now. I can channel anyone, Becca, for the most part. I believe I get just information claircognizantly, where I just kind of know, and I don't know how I know, but I also have clairsentience as like my main thing that I'm inclined to be able to do. So if you want to know like what they're thinking, how they're feeling, that kind of thing, I feel like I could probably pick up on it pretty well. And if you have any specific questions regarding your children that are yes or no, I can also do the dowsing rods as well, because that's actually like manipulation by energy, by spirit, answering those questions. So that's always like a great way to get solid information. Ours channeled messages to S, please. Ours channeled messages to S. All right, so Taka, I hear him saying, I feel that you are in my path for a reason, or on my path for a reason. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but something feels like you were put on my path, like you were placed there. And I am still trying to figure that out. Something you need to know about me is that I take my job very seriously, and I feel like that is my value, is what I do for a living. I put a lot of emphasis of who I am as a person, the value of who I am as a person on my career, on my job. I like having money. I like feeling stable. And that is a priority for me right now. Because of that, I'm not sure how suitable I would be as a partner, but I would like to think that I would be a good partner for someone. I work really hard. That's something you would need to know about me. I'm all about business decisions and making the right choice for me financially. I do feel conflicted when it comes to you. Because I feel like you have a lot of love to give, a lot of love in your heart. I feel like while in so many ways I would be able to give to you and provide to you, I do feel inadequate in areas where I don't know how much attention I could put on a relationship, or how much quality time we'd actually be able to spend together. Side note, this is me, Luna, talking. Taka, I do feel like he travels or like is away from home a lot due to his job. Let me get back into the reading. It's not that I don't feel I deserve you. It's just I feel like you'd be able to nurture this relationship so much more than I would right now. And that has me feeling a little bit like on the fence. I kind of just want to feel more stable, or feel like it's a better timing to invest in a connection. But I am so curious about you and whether or not we've even gotten to that point of being able to have these kinds of conversations. I feel like I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about you and what it would be like to take you out. I do feel like if I don't make a move soon, though, you might get bored of me. So I haven't been making those decisions. The one thing that I keep coming back to is the fact that I feel like I need to pursue you. Like I need to communicate with you more. I need to talk to you more. I need to really figure out what this is between us. I try to hide my arousal that you make me feel. You make me feel hot and bothered, and I try to pretend like that's not what's happening. I've given this connection a lot of thought, and I still feel like I'm kind of in a place of indecision, but I do feel like I need to do something, because I don't even know if I really have your attention anymore. I don't even know if I've had it at all, but I do feel like I did at one point. I might still, but I'm not really sure. I want to feel that way again. I am so attracted to you. You're an inspiration. I will wait for a sign from you. I can't reach out. We need to let each other go. I am kind of getting the sense that, this is me, Luna, talking. I'm kind of getting the sense that they're looking for like more of a divine signifier. They're looking for a more like organic progression between the two of you, where they can get some kind of insight as to what you're thinking, because they are questioning a little bit if you're even interested at all. I feel like they don't even like know for sure. Like they think it, but they're not positive. And that they feel like that's kind of blocking them from pursuing this connection. And I feel like he is torn, because I remember when he said, I'm not sure like what kind of partner I would be. I feel like I'd be suitable. I feel like I'd be a good partner, but I wouldn't be able to nurture the connection the way that I feel she would be, and that wouldn't be fair to her. So I feel like he is going back and forth with whether or not to move forward or just kind of let it go. Let me get back into the reading now. Ours messages to us, please. I wonder if you're happy without me. I'm also hearing him say, I wonder if you think about me at all. I admire you. I trust you. I don't want to know. I wish I could take back my words. I wish we could go back. So what I'm taking this as Luna, what am I taking this as, is that he's kind of in a place where he's having some regrets on how he's interacted with you. A lot of times this can be about things that he said. He's like, oh, why did I say that? But other times it could just be like regretting that he didn't make a move or didn't make some type of action towards you to further this along. But I do feel like there's some type of like regrets here. He wishes he could change things. But I do want to find out what he doesn't want to know. So let's see. What does he not want to know, please? What does he not want to know? Does he not want to know? What does he not want to know? Okay. He doesn't want to know if there's been any changes in this connection. Like, he doesn't necessarily want to know anything negative. And what I mean by that is he doesn't want to know if you have lost interest. I think he wants to keep holding on to this hope that there's something to invest in here, that there is something to pursue here. I think he just is like a little bit nervous to think that he lost his chance. Like, I'm hearing kind of saying, like, have I lost my shot with you? Or have I lost my chance with you? And at the bottom of the deck, we have, I cannot stop thinking about you. So that is what I've got for you, Taka. Please let me know how you enjoyed it. If it resonated, I'd love to hear. We are going to move on to, who do I have? Becca. I am ready for your first question. Jennifer, that sounds good. Thank you. Yes, we will use the rider weight for you. Absolutely. Good. I'm glad it resonated, Taka. Thanks for your question. No, you're totally fine. I don't mind requests. So we have 6 spots left on the list. How this works is I will fill up all 10 spots if people want to take all 10 spots. But if we near the end of the list and no one else has donated, then I'll probably cut the live stream off early. I don't like to just sit around and wait for the spots to be filled. I feel like that's kind of silly. So I just want to make that announcement that if we don't get any more donations after the running list we have now, then I will go ahead and sign off. Probably for the night. This is my first chance getting on. Things have been crazy busy, and I don't know why. I woke up earlier today than I have all week, and yet today is flying. Ooh, Jennifer got the Charmies. Okay, so this is our list right now. We have Becca, and then we have Rising, and then we have Jennifer. I don't have the ability right now. My keyboard kind of broke on me, my Bluetooth one. So I can only use this one, but it's like way over here. So if anybody wants to type for me the donation list, that would be awesome. Becca, then Rising, then Jennifer. If nobody wants to do that, then that's fine too. I don't really have a moderator these days. Momo, did you want a private reading? I can make time for a private reading. All right, so Philomena. Thank you, Becca. Thank you. I'm going to copy and paste that and add Philomena to that as well. Paste and then Philomena. All right, so that is the list. Thank you, Becca, for doing that. Momo, I can do a private reading today for you if you like. All the prices that I sent to you before are the same. So if you would like to go ahead and do that, then I can do that after the live stream. If you want me to set that up for you, I can do that. You can also email me. I know that you said you don't have my number anymore, but you can also email me, lunaaffinity@yahoo.com, and we can set that up right after the live stream if you'd like. Okay, perfect. All right. Becca, thanks again for your help with that. So question 1, based on the yes/no, what positive changes could I experience this month in my love life? I'm trying to be more open, but healing. Okay. Perfect. Thanks, Momo. Okay. Based on the yes/no, what positive changes could I experience this month in my love life? Um, so Becca, I just got the image of traffic cones, and I know that sounds like bizarre AF, but I'm like trying to get clarity on it. But what I am getting is that I feel like there's some type of, and I know this is a very weird way for a spirit to give me this message, but there's construction going on in your love life. It's like it's being worked on, like the road work, you know what I mean? Like they got the arrows pointing this way and you're kind of on one lane, and I don't know, like that's kind of what I'm getting so far. So I'm curious where this reading is gonna go, but that's like the one thing they showed me. So let's see. It's like they're working on your love road or something. They're like right lane merging. Okay. Wow. Maybe this is why. Lots of nines. Nines. Figure out what that means for you. I do want to get some clarity on some of these, so I'm going to have to use another deck to do that. What positive changes can she expect? Oh my gosh, there's so much release happening here. Whew. The Empress, I just saw that. Okay, there we go. This is such a beautiful card to have the bottom of the deck. 10 of Cups. I'm releasing stuff with the baby daddy and Marquise, no communications. Interesting you said the baby daddy, because I see this air sign over here, and I think your baby daddy is an air sign if I'm not mistaken. And I am seeing like almost like you choosing a different person than the baby daddy, obviously. It could be a different person altogether. Marquise is a Leo. All right, so why is the 9 of Wands here, please? Okay, so Spirit is showing me a positive thing is that in times when you would normally jump on to a situation in your love life, you would kind of just go, yeah, let's see what this is. Let's go down this road. Let's feel it out. It almost was like sometimes abruptly, like when things would happen, you would just like find yourself on that same path again, doing those same things again. And maybe, I don't know for sure, but if this resonates, take it. It wasn't always very thought through. You just kind of went down that road. You just like kind of went down the rabbit hole with this person or these particular people, and just kind of was like, let's see what comes of this, without maybe paying attention to how those things affected you in the past. You really just wanted to see where it would go and or try to make it work. I feel like in those times, I feel like you've grown from that. And I feel like now you're more protective of your heart. You're not so quick to just jump into something. And that's one of the things I am seeing. And I think it's because you're ready to feel satisfied, right? We have the 10 of Cups and we have the 9 of Cups. And this is talking about feeling fulfilled, satisfied, comforted, in alignment. Like you said, you know more of what you want now. So because making that step of acknowledgement of knowing what it is that you want helps you get into alignment. When we don't know, it's chaos. When we don't know, we'll just take anything that's thrown at us. But I feel like you're becoming more specific, more particular about these things. And I feel like it's more like becoming highlighted, I guess, or like acknowledged that you're wanting more of what suits you versus just what comes along. Okay. Ooh, walking away from the devil. All right, so walking away from the things that aren't letting you be your best self or have your best life. The 10 of Wands is endings, but to me, it also means like just moving away from these things. And I feel like, oh, this is a deep message that just came through. I am hearing that you rejected your own heart. You rejected what you wanted. Knowing deep down this is what you wanted, you put all of that aside a lot of times just to try to make something work with someone. You didn't listen to what your heart wanted. It's almost like Spirit saying you actually did always know what type of connection you wanted, but you tried to fit a puzzle piece together that wasn't working for you. You tried to make something happen that wasn't working, but you tried to like push it together. You know what I mean? You tried to like make it fit. And so Spirit is saying for a long time, you have rejected kind of what your heart has always longed for because you were trying to make it work with someone or something. And I feel like now you're kind of walking away from that. That's interesting. It's like you weren't listening to yourself. And I feel like at this point, you're done opening doors for people who are not setting the proper intentions with you. It's almost like this person's like completely eyes shut to anything that's not going to give them, anything that's going to give them less than what it is that you deserve. The 7 of Pentacles talks about, I want someone to grow with, but I also want someone to come established. I want someone who's willing to invest in me and put the time and energy and effort into me. And my eyes are closed if it's anything less than this. You have the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords here. I know this isn't a positive thing, but when we bring things up to the surface, it does have this positive connotation. And what I'm sensing here with these 2 cards is that, oh shit, that's almost like you were betraying yourself. That's what it was. That's what was bringing this home. When I said you rejected your heart, you were betraying yourself because you were putting yourself through things that you shouldn't have been putting yourself through. And I feel like in a sense, you hurt yourself in the end. Here's another message here. I'm trying to get it. It's almost like this knowing in a way, Becca, like almost like you knew what was going to happen. You kind of like first saw what could happen, but I think you really wanted to see how you could make it work and if things would change, if things would get better. So if we put a positive spin on these 2 cards, after saying all that I just said, I feel like it's like, yes, we're now shedding light on that part of it. Where by acknowledging these things or understanding how these things happen, we can prevent ourselves from going back down that road again. We have 10 of Cups again. I love it. In alignment with who you are, who you were meant to be, who you're supposed to be in a connection, in a relationship. You're supposed to be this beautiful, loving, giving, nurturing person who births creative ideas and who feels feminine in their connection. And you're looking for like that ultimate match. And I feel really, really strongly, especially seeing 2 10 of Cups here, you're going to get your emotional needs met. You're going to get all of your needs, your physical needs, your mental. It's just a general well-being and stability that I feel here. This is also a long-term family card. Hints to children. I don't know if you plan on having more children. There's 2 here in both of these pictures. That can mean something to you. Not that that's coming in this month, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's a life for you that's just kind of like waiting for you, like on the other side of whatever all of this is. Why is the Chariot here? Becca, are you thinking about dating other people? Are you thinking about going out on other dates or talking to new people? Wait. I just saw your message. I've been asking universe to match me with someone who will fulfill me mentally and physically. Interesting. Because I am seeing that here for you. I'm actually seeing it here for you this month. You're weighing your options this month. I think healing is a great term for you, the way that you phrased your question, because I feel like that's a lot what you're going through. But don't be surprised if you go on a date with someone this month. I mean, it is the month of Cupid and all that, or whatever they say, but I feel like it's me more towards the end of this month, if I'm honest. I don't think it's going to be like a Valentine's Day date or anything like that. But I am seeing you this month. A positive change is being open to other options, weighing your options, maybe not putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. It's amazing the divine downloads that I get when I'm reading for y'all for my own personal life. I am planning on creating a bunch of oracle decks and tarot decks as well. And the guidance that I get and the inspiration that I get when I'm doing these readings for you guys is insane. Becca, what can I answer for you next, please? After that, we have Rising. Rising, you can go ahead and post your question if you have one. Momo, I'm not sure if you're still in here, but if you are, I did not get your email. So if you want to send that to me, feel free to do that. You're welcome, Rising. All right, so question 2, can we look into my son, Caden, and how he's been feeling his energy? Becca, I don't know why, but I read when you said he's 6, I read at the he's 6'2", and I was like, there's absolutely no way that you're gonna 6'2". And I'm wondering if I'm getting other information about a masculine energy in your life that's going to be really tall that you haven't met yet, or someone that's really tall in your life. But anyways, you said his feelings and his energy, he's sensitive, autistic, has some problems with communication, to give you some background. Okay. Hmm. Oh my goodness. You know, it's interesting because I feel like he mostly just is excited about the things that he does in the day itself. I feel like he doesn't necessarily carry baggage or carry any like emotional things into his life. Like I feel with the Fool card, he's a bit of a free spirit, likes to do his own thing. I am getting that he can get impatient, or also he can be very like headstrong and determined to do things. He may even show like a lot of independence. He likes his routines. He likes doing what he's doing, but I don't feel like he's really dwelling on like emotional depth. I do see that if he is feeling a particular feeling, I feel like it does frustrate him if he's not understood. I feel like the one thing when I was shuffling is that he has this like, it's almost like it. Okay, have you seen Jane the Virgin? If you have, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, whenever she's feeling loving feelings, it's like her heart glows. And I feel like his heart glows with you. Like you being his mom with me is everything to him. That makes me emotional. God, that made me really emotional. Like I feel like he loves you so much. Yeah, there is hyperness here in the Knight of Swords. And I feel honestly he just like wants to be happy. He just wants you to be happy. I'm not seeing him holding on to like grudges. Like that's like the one thing I'm not seeing. He's not like feeling any sense of lack per se. I feel like you're enough, like you're everything to him, and that's like really all he needs. The only like negative thing I'm really feeling right now is like he does get frustrated when he can't express himself. What else am I getting? What else am I getting here? Yeah, there's more of that frustration with the Four of Cups. Oh, that made me tear up. He has a lot of feelings that he's happy, that he has a lot of happiness, and that he it's like I don't feel like he feels like he's lacking. That's the thing. He doesn't necessarily feel like sadness. Like I'm not sure. Hey, happy Virgo, thank you for donating. I'll be right with you. I'm not sure if you're like wondering does he feel like he has enough? Does he wish that his life was different? I'm not getting that at all. Truth be told, I think he's happy with you. Like I don't necessarily feel like he's missing out. He just like likes his life. He likes his life. He likes his routine. He likes doing the same thing all the time. He seems pretty generous, actually, like very loving with the Knight of Cups. Like he wears his heart on his sleeve. Even if he can't articulate it, I feel like he can be very affectionate and very loving. I feel like he feels like things are complete for him. Like he's generally happy. Like I feel he can get into moods for sure, but those are fleeting. Those are temporary. What needs to be really understood is that it's nothing here in this reading is showing me that he carries his sadness with him, or carries frustration with him, or carry like any type of emotion that could be perceived as negative. He's not carrying that around with him. But there is for sure hyperness here in the Knight of Swords energy. He's just strong-willed. He's like, I think he likes, is kind of independent too. I'm kind of getting that he likes his independence. He likes when you let him do his own thing. He likes to figure it out on his own. Even if he's frustrated, there's a sense of pride that he feels when he accomplishes something. He's very loving and affectionate. He is independent. So yeah, I'm not sure if this helps. I hope it does. I feel like it's just probably stressful for him in the moment when something happens. But I think he figures it out and then he moves on from it. It's not something that, so you could feel frustrated as his mother, like feeling like you're not understanding him or you're not getting it. Or you're like not sure exactly what's wrong. But I feel like it's really important for you to know that he feels the things he's feeling in that moment, and then he definitely lets it go after that. He's very attached to you. That's something I am getting as well. I think he has a hard time being around other people. Like, let's just say, even if his dad is in his life, his dad is not his comfort. I feel like maybe he feels more comfortable with him than other people. I'm not sure, but I'm not getting from like anybody else in the world that he feels more comfortable with than you. And I feel like there is a sense of attachment to you that he feels. Are his grandparents involved in his life? Because I'm getting like strong grandparents vibes here. There's like a happiness here with grandparents, or like grandparents look out for him, grandparents watch out for him, and he feels a connection to his grandparents. Okay. Yeah, so he's happy there. He likes it there from what I can tell. Is that your mom, Becca? Is that your mom? But yeah, there's nothing like you to him. You're everything to him. Which could either make you really happy or it could make you very, like, it could make you worry about him more. I'm not sure if that brings you any comfort or not. Oh, that's the dad's mom. Dad is kind of, I don't know if he, that's why I said I'm not getting anything specifically on the, like how he feels about his dad. It's mostly just feelings for you, is what I was getting. But there is mention of a grandparent over in that corner. That seems to be a good thing. So I hope it is a good thing. His relationship with his dad is okay, but he makes excuses a lot. It was very accurate. Good. I'm glad. I hope it helped. If nothing else, then to give you confirmation about things you've been thinking or feeling. All right, so we have Rising next. After Rising, we have Jennifer, then Philomena, and then Happy Virgo. Sometimes tarot comes in handy with situations like these. I think so too. I love tarot. I love it for so many things. And I specifically, like, my favorite thing is reading for people I don't know. I don't either know the situation or I don't know the person or something along those lines, because I feel like that's when the information's so much more clear for me. If I know you, I think sometimes it's hard to decipher what's my own ego and what's like actually going on. But if things like keep hitting me over and over and over and I can't like let it go, I know for a fact it's a spirit message. And especially if it comes out of nowhere and I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. Like I was going to go in a completely different direction, but spirit stopped me and told me it was something else. So like I know for a fact that I'm getting divine downloads. But like one of my favorite things to do is read for situations I don't know about, because I feel like, I don't know, the channel is just so much more open. I don't know if other people feel that way, but that's how I feel. Princess, hey Frida, how are you? The free list is closed, my love. Frida, Princess, you've never been here before, so I can answer a yes or no question for you since you're a new sub to me today. Okay, Rising, real quick, I'm going to answer this question from my new sub today. For Rita, good, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm answering a yes or no question for Princess because she's new to me tonight, but my free list ended about an hour ago for returning viewers, and I know you've been here before. If you would like a yes or no question, I'd be happy to answer it for $3 donation. But otherwise, try to make it back earlier in my stream to get a chance for a free reading, okay? So Princess K, show me a yes or no, please, for Princess K. We have a yes. Ooh, there is an attraction here. Knight of Cups. I am getting a yes. He is interested. You're welcome, Frida. Thanks for stopping by. It was nice talking to you. Princess K, if you would like more free readings, make sure you stay subscribed. If you unsubscribe, it's fine, obviously, but you will have to wait at the beginning of the live stream every single time before you can talk in the chat, and that may run the risk of you losing a chance for free readings. So I would love for you to stay a part of our community. I do free readings at the beginning of each live stream. The first 15 minutes of every live stream is free readings. They're yes or no, so you can go ahead and get your chance on that if you hang around. But either way, thank you for being here. Thank you for your question. You're welcome. Rising Storm wants to know what's happening with James and the ex currently. Okay. Okay. So the energy that I am getting, Rising, is that they could be in communication with each other, but I don't necessarily feel like it's the best communication. I feel like, so when I say in communication, I don't mean they're pursuing each other. I just mean they could be talking to one another, or trying to work out their grievances through text, or phone call, or even in person, whatever it is. They're like speaking their grievances. But I almost feel like he's shut down. He's shut himself down. When I ask what his feelings are, he's specifically showing me that he can't trust her. The Strength card here is a great card, but how I perceived this when it fell out was that she's two-faced, that he can't trust the situation. I feel almost like he feels bound to her in some way. He is trying to release this. The wheel talks about a turning point in a karmic situation. So I do feel like maybe the tides have turned, or the tables have turned, or whatever the expression is, where he is feeling like things are going a different direction for him when it comes to her. She's trying to have her patience with this. She feels he'll come back around again. She wants to believe in the impossible. She wants to believe in the strength of their bond, which I don't even know what that would be. I don't feel like it's very strong. But I feel it's more like he is putting the blocks up and she's like, I'm just going to wait it out. I'm going to wait it out and see what happens and he'll change his mind. Like, that's her perspective. I feel like they're kind of closed off where communication is concerned. I don't feel like he's really open to discovering or learning any more about her, but she is trying to send out her energy to him. She is trying to still remain some type of semblance of control over him. Why is the Knight of Wands here? So she can be very charming. And I feel like, honestly, that's something that attracts him to her. I gotta say, there's still attraction here between them. God, she really uses sex to hang over his head. Like, I see that in every single reading. What he's not showing her, what they're not saying is that this relationship is ruined. Like, that's what they're not talking about. It's like the moon talks about the things that we keep really deep down inside, the things that we're not fully expressing or talking about or wanting to acknowledge or admit. And what they're not wanting to acknowledge or admit is the fact that this relationship is just done already. Like, it's a loss, it's a grievance. Like, they have been sad over this. They have been brokenhearted enough between the two of them, and it's just like, this relationship is broken. It's ruined. You can't come back from it. And I feel like it's something that is like the elephant in the room that they're having trouble acknowledging. He's trying to stand his ground. I feel like she's trying to stand her ground. Okay, what he wants from the connection with the ex is closure. He's ready for an ending. He is attached to her. There is negative attachments here, but he's trying to break free. What does she want from this connection, please? Oh, that's so weird that the Page of Swords is in reverse again. That is bizarre. What does she want from this connection? Okay, so she wants him to kind of open up to her again. So remember when I talked about the Page of Swords being in reverse, there's no further interest in this connection. Things are kind of blocked off. The Page of Swords upright to me is kind of like pursuit of information, knowledge, communication, wanting to kind of dig your heels into something and really get down and dirty, really understand someone else's point of view, really learn a lot about the specific subject. And I feel like that's kind of closed off. Like, he's kind of like, I'm just done like figuring you out. And she wants him to change that. So we have the Page of Swords in reverse, kind of reiterating what I have already said. But the Knight of Swords over here talking about how she wants that to change. She wants him to charge towards her. She wants him to be open to the situation. She wants him to make an impulsive and or hasty move or decision. She wants to continue this cycle that's been going on, and I feel like he's trying to close it off. He does have a negative toxic attachment to her. I think it's strictly at this point, it's not an emotional connection, it's only physical. He is the moon. So he is the one that feels like the connection is ruined. He is the one that feels like there's no more growth here. Like there's nothing more that can be done here in this connection. Which is something he needs to tell her. What does she want from this connection? What does she want from this connection? She's kind of twisted because I feel like she likes when they argue. I feel like she likes when they have fights and arguments, because I think that she knows the next step after that is like getting back together, or like makeup sex or whatever else. And I feel like it's just like she feels like if they're fighting or arguing, there's still passion here. There's still something to fight for. And so that's what she's looking for over here. I feel like there's probably in the place of a cycle where he's pushing her out and she's trying to be as sweet as pie while he makes his decision whether or not he lets her back in. She's looking for reciprocation. I think he's looking for closure. But again, they still have that tie of sexual attraction between the two of them, that I feel, could be his kryptonite. So that's what I have for you, Rising Storm. What is the next question that I can answer for you, please? Jennifer, you're next on my list. If you're in here, you can go ahead and post your question, and then let me know which question you'd like to do the charms with. Question 1 or question 2. Thank you for telling me. I was saying that I haven't really said much. Thank you for telling me it's muted. I don't know why StreamYard keeps doing this to me. I'm so confused. But anyways, thank you for telling me. I was saying that I'm picking up the energy right now and earlier during this shuffling, that he feels like he's lost his chance with you or his shot with you. Strictly because he feels like you're not interested anymore, or you could be losing interest in him, or whatever chance he had, he is losing, something along those lines. I feel like he's not in a position to want, no. I feel like he's not in a position to fight for you at this time. So there's this feeling of holding out hope, but feeling like he's really fucked up his opportunity. Oh my gosh, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress and the Ace of Cups. There is infatuation here. There is attraction here. There is still this feeling of you are everything that he could want, that he perceives to want, that he feels that you are. I truthfully kind of see him like thinking you're just over here doing your own thing. Like you're just enjoying life. Like I feel like he doesn't feel like you're stressing him in the least. And I don't know if you are, that's an answer you have to ask yourself, but I feel like he feels like you're not stressing it. Like you're just unbothered. There is an extent to where I think he's definitely been picking up signals from you that you are interested, but I think there's a part of him that also feels like and wonders, am I just making this up? Is this really true? Is she really feeling this way? There is 100% attraction for you, but I feel like it goes deeper than that. Rising, I'm not sure if you were in here when I was talking about this divine download that I got earlier today, but I was getting information that masculines, either consciously or subconsciously, honestly, it could be both, send their energy to feminines that they're interested in. Especially if you guys are not in communication, they will purposely think about you. They will purposely and I think it's because on some level they inherently know that women or feminines in general are naturally, intrinsically intuitive. And so there's this part of their being, whether it's something they realize it or not, it's like they inherently know somehow intuitively that we are intuitive beings. So they send these forces of energy over to us that we're oh my God, they're thinking about me right now. I know they're thinking about me right now. And you can feel very easily when someone's energy is on you and then when your energy has pulled away. And I feel like masculines just know this. Somewhere in their soul code, they know this, whether it's a conscious thought or not, and they specifically will put their energy on you, especially if you guys are not in communication. And that was the divine download that I got. And I was telling people in the chat that I don't necessarily think that means go ahead and pursue them if their actions aren't aligning with what they're thinking. But I will say that that's confirmation that you are not crazy, that this person is actually interested in you. You're not just losing your mind. And sometimes these masculines will specifically say to your face, I'm not interested, and really they are, because you're not making it up. You could literally be just living your life and you feel them on you and you're like, I'm crazy. No, but you're not crazy though. So I don't know if you were here for that message. I said it earlier in the live stream, but it's something that I feel like a lot of people in here needed to hear today because it just came to me randomly this morning. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that you will feel whether his energy is on you or not. You'll feel when it's heavier. You'll feel when it's not happening. And so you have to decide, right now, what you're feeling about the situation. But I can see, you said not really how I used to. So you're kind of pulling away a bit. You're kind of not as focused on this person anymore. You're kind of just vibing. It is what it is. Whatever is meant to be will be. And I'm not going to stress it. And I feel like he senses that about you. One of the reasons I think that is because I look at this card a lot as marching to the beat of your own drum, doing your own thing, not really bothered with any other situations, and you just holding on to your peace, being more reserved, being just kind of, she'll say she's meditating to me, just kind of being on your own. But I do feel like he has this deep, heavy regret going on here, Rising, for not shooting his shot quicker or sooner. And I feel like he feels like he's losing your attention. He's losing your interest in him. He does want to hope that that is not the case. But I also hear him saying I don't blame her though. Like, that was something that just came to my mind. It's like, I don't blame her for losing interest if she has, because I haven't gotten my shit together. Ooh. To some effect, he feels like he has abandoned you by taking it so slowly and making you a part of a essentially energetic third party. Wait, what did I even just say? I forgot what I just said. Okay. Oh, he abandoned you. He abandoned you for making you a part of an energetic third party. Sorry, y'all. I might sound really crazy tonight, but I feel like I'm just getting so much information all the time now. It's like hard to organize it. I immediately forget what I'm saying. He and he alone feels responsible for where y'all's connection are at this point. So, like, the fact that it hasn't gotten off the ground, the fact that you feel like nothing really has happened, he feels full responsibility, like 100% responsibility for this. He does not put this on you. He feels like he's the reason why shit's hit the fan, why his life is a mess. There was another message here. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Like, he's blown his chance. Because of his inaction. There's another message here for you. What is this message? It's like something that he's feeling about you that I'm not like fully getting just yet. Spirit, please help me. How is he feeling about her? How is he feeling about her? Oh, okay. Well, oh my gosh. Okay, so he's saying, or what I'm getting from Spirit is that he's feeling that he made the wrong choice. That he should have chose you over her, like time and time and time again. That he feels like he did not make the right decision. That's what I was trying to understand with this. And I feel like he's having, you know, when they say hindsight's 2020, he's getting that hindsight now. And so it's like this feeling of like, she's losing interest. I missed my chance. I made the wrong choice. Have I messed it all up? Have I ruined this? Have I lost my shot? You know, like that's kind of what it is. It's like I feel like he's at that place right now. Truly, even through this reading energetically, I am getting that he's really, really kind of over her. Like his ex-girlfriend, he's like really over her. At this point, I think he's learning these lessons that he's been needing. And I think very strongly that because you've given him space and you kind of like detached yourself from the outcome, it's helping further his like lesson along quicker. But yeah, that's really what I'm pulling right now, is like kind of what's heavy on his mind at this time. Whew. Okay, so Rising, I'm not sure where you went. I haven't seen you in like 10 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it gave you something. Thank you for your question. I am going to go ahead and move on to Jennifer. After Jennifer, we have Philomena and Happy Virgo. Rising. Okay, good to see you. You're welcome. Okay, I'm so glad that it helped. Good. Thanks again for your donation. Michael and I are no longer dating. Will he reach back out? Jennifer, I'm sorry, 1 second. All right, thank you. Sorry, I had a message that I had to get back to. Jennifer, you and Michael are no longer dating. Jennifer, remind me, is this the person that was like a teacher and you had an issue with like a friend situation and like, I don't know, I'm trying to remember this connection. If you can give me some information on it, because I don't know if it's a different Jennifer or a different person, No, okay, so it's a different person, Okay. I was like, I don't want to give out too much information because I was like, I can't remember, but you guys have the same name, so yeah, okay. Anyways. Thank you, Jennifer, for clarifying. Okay, so he is going to look for another opportunity with you. I am getting that. It might come a little too late, but he is looking for that with you. I see him, a lot of cards here kind of indicating to me that he's looking for a new beginning, that he will get back into communication with you. He'll want to like kind of rekindle or renew this connection as well. There's probably some things that he's having to resolve on his own right now. I do feel like he's trying to escape his bad or maybe non-redeeming qualities that he has. I feel like he is trying to kind of separate himself from those things that he's not very proud of. The Hangman is making me feel like he feels there are a lot of sacrifices and compromises that would need to be made in this connection. But he, at that time when he comes back around, that he will be trying to compromise with you. He will be trying to meet you somewhere in the middle. Again, I don't know if this is going to be something you're interested in at that point, but I do see him coming back around. I see him trying to put in some effort in himself, maybe even in his actual job as well. With the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands also gives me the feeling that he is going to try to overcome the things that maybe are coming at him. So he might have had a type of personality where he could get stressed easily, where he could feel pressured very easily, where he could feel overwhelmed very easily, something along those lines, that I feel like he's going to learn how to cope with those things. And I feel like that could make it easier to clear a path towards you, for you guys to kind of have a leg to stand on. But I am seeing that he will be getting clarity. I feel like he will try to kind of tiptoe into the situation with you. By that, I mean he's not going to want to jump, both feet first into this. It's going to be more of like we need to have a discussion and talk about how we're going to approach this moving forward. He will try to be more open. I gotta say, I don't know if everything that he is willing to agree on is going to satisfy you. It might make you feel like you're settling, but you might think, oh, well, it's better than what it was, so maybe I should try it. I feel like these are some things that you might be thinking to yourself. But I definitely feel like he is trying to kind of pull himself out a little bit out of what was kind of holding you guys back. And he will be looking for another opportunity to approach you. That is what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and move on to the second question. Jennifer, if you had any questions in addition to that I didn't answer, let me know. With yes or no questions, it's kind of hard to elaborate on. I am going to go ahead and move on to your second question now. Okay. What's coming towards Jennifer? Hey, Queen, how are you? What's coming towards Jennifer in love? Very interesting. This is the same place and the same card. Hey, Queen. I have seen that you've been here before. Right now, our free list is closed to those who have been here before. So, unfortunately, I will not be answering that question for free, but you're more than welcome to donate $3 if you would like it to be answered. I do recommend making sure your notifications are on and you get here early. The first 15 minutes of mostly every stream that I do is unlimited free questions. Well, I answer unlimited free questions until the timer is up. It's one question per person. Sorry if that's confusing. But unfortunately, I won't be able to answer it tonight. Okay. Okay. So, Jennifer, I am seeing that there is someone new coming in for you. I want to say this is someone who might fit the bill a little bit better, but I do have to make you aware here that you're making a decision between two choices in your love life. And so this could be a decision between, like, maybe Michael comes back around and you already started talking to somebody else and you have to, like, decide who to be with, or maybe you feel torn about this person. Maybe this person feels like they're great on paper, but you're not getting that, like, feeling that you would love to have with this person. Maybe they're checking all the boxes on paper, but not necessarily like vibing with you. So you could feel a little bit torn, but basically the Two of Swords is where you feel torn between two things or a decision. You're not really sure which way to go. But the reason I am seeing someone coming in for you that fits more of the bill is the Knight of Pentacles. They could be younger than you, not saying that they have to be, but the Knight is generally like, they're not quite a king, if that makes sense. They still have a lot of growing up to do, but they are generally try to make the best decisions. Knights of Pentacles, in my opinion, even if they're not like a grown man king or whatever, I feel like they're the most likely to protect your heart and be very considerate with you. And so that's why I feel like this person in general could be more suited to you and you feel like they fit the bill better than maybe what you've been recently experiencing. But again, a lot of times the Knight of Pentacles can be like so stable and so grounded that they're not really giving you that emotional, like, they're not like falling all over you. They're not writing you poetry and telling you all these amazing things. And you could feel a sense of passion with them, but it's not like the passion you're going to feel with like a Knight of Wands. I don't think a Knight of Wands passion is as good as a Knight of Pentacles passion, just because even though it's great and it's amazing, it's short-lived. But I do feel like this person is more likely to be considerate with you, protect your heart, give you more of what you want. But like I said, there is an element here when this person comes into your life that you're feeling kind of torn about. But this is someone you enjoy getting to know, talking to. I feel like in your love life, you're feeling more peace. We also have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, which talks about good things happening for you, kind of like karma being balanced and you feeling like things are finally going your way. The 10 of Cups fell out at the end of your reading. I don't necessarily draw an 11th card, but there it is. So I wanted to give it to you. And this does feel like you're more in alignment in your personal love life, you feel more just generally stable. And I think that's where your peace comes from, your peace of mind. I think you're looking for something different. You're looking for something that's not going to affect or disturb you or make you feel like you're constantly thinking about it or overthinking a situation. Nine of Cups shows that you're happy, that you're comforted, that all your wishes have come true, and you feel like you've gotten what you're looking for, and you're following your intuition a little bit more here. So that's what I'm getting for you. Let me clarify the Five of Pentacles really quickly. Okay, so this talks about someone from the past coming back in. I feel like that's actually just confirming more of what I was already saying, is that Michael could come back around when this other person is here, and I think you're going to feel a little bit torn up about it. You're not really sure what to do about it. It could like really get to you which direction you're going to go, and this card comes just before this card where you're feeling really torn. So yeah, I think that's just confirming what I already said. So that is what I've got for you, Jennifer. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here and for your questions tonight. Oh shit, sorry. You wanted charms. I apologize. Let's do charms really quickly. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on to Philomena after Jennifer's charms. So Philomena, if you're in here, if you can post your question, please. If you know what both of your questions are, you can post that as well. All right, charms for Jennifer. Charms for Jennifer. I'm gonna mute it for a second because it's gonna be kind of loud here. Okay, so I feel like that something is coming in that's actually really special for you. We have the pearl here. And the pearl to me just talks about rarity. Let me zoom in really quickly. Sorry, I didn't realize how far away I was from the camera. So it speaks to feeling like either you feel precious and rare to someone and they like kind of want to cradle you, but it can also talk about finding a rare connection. We have the spider web here. So I do feel like you could be linked to maybe a situation that you don't feel ready to let go. I feel like because this is like a little spider web, I don't know if I told you that or not, but I do feel like you could be caught up in the moment. Again, this is like bringing me back to this person coming back into your life and you feeling like you have a hard time like accepting letting this person go. So I feel like they could try to like spin you back up in their web again. You've got some Christmas things here. So a lot of times this can talk about timing. So it's very likely that this new person that's coming in for you is coming in this year. You could have some decisions to make around that time. You also, for instance, is another interpretation, like let's just say Christmas is your favorite holiday. The person that's coming in for you, that you could have that compatibility, you could have that thing in common, where you both like are obsessed with Christmas, or there's a funny inside joke that has to do with Christmas. I feel like this person coming in for you is someone who is very like hands-on, paternal. They would likely be a really good dad. And I feel like there could be qualities there that like excite you about this person in regards to their authority and their just like very masculine side of them that I kind of was mentioning. Remember when I told you that you're just going to feel calm, you're going to feel at peace? We literally have the peace symbol. This person coming in is very alpha for you. This is also signifying a very rare, this is like my other rare token, something that is precious, something that you really love. I feel like there could be really good communication between you and this person as well, like text messages going back and forth, flying back and forth. I think that I felt that in the reading itself, where I said you guys are gonna like want to like learn about each other. There's a lot of communication going back and forth. It could also talk about travel as well. This is like a little boat here. So I don't want to necessarily claim that this person is long distance, but there is something about travel here, so I just wanted to include that. There's a lot of nighttime imagery. You have the moon, and this star. Oh my gosh, so unique here with the little unicorn. Yeah, there's just something here that talks about like the rarity of the connection, maybe all the stars aligning. There is a romantic feeling here. So if I wasn't really selling this person earlier with the things I was saying, I want you to know that there is romance here. You do feel it with this person. You also have the Taurus token and the Capricorn token. Ambitious and trustworthy. That's definitely the vibe I was getting here with the seahorse. Things are coming full circle for you. The circle also talks about commitment as well. It's a ring. It starts and never ends kind of thing. So I feel like this person's compatible with you in the sense that they do want commitment. And we also have the little music thing here, the little electric guitar. So there could be a lot of common interests that you have. I usually view this as like hobbies that you guys might have in common, things you like to do together that are very similar. Again, I was picking up on common interests earlier over here. You could share similar tastes in music. It could be very literal. They could be a musician. It could also just generally mean that you guys have a lot of things in common. So that is what I've got for you. Oh, you're a Taurus. That's fun. Maybe they're a Capricorn. Earth signs go really well together, but that doesn't mean that's what it has to be. I just feel like this person has a good head on their shoulders. But like I said, they still have some growing up to do, some maturing. But I feel like it's a good start. Like you guys could just continue, because maybe you feel like you have a lot of growing up to do, and maybe you guys just feed each other like a really good time where you can kind of understand one another. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Jennifer. Sorry, I almost forgot your little charms. I'm sorry about that. So we're going to move on to Philomena now. You're so welcome, Jennifer. Thank you. Philomena, my throat's getting a little dry, so I'm going to go grab a piece of gum if you don't mind waiting like 2 seconds for me. Hello, I'm back. Thank you guys for your patience. Oh, Becca sent Cash App. All right, I will add you to the list. Philomena, what are Trey's feelings? What are Trey's feelings? This is for Philomena, please. I feel like Trey could see a life with you, Philomena. At the very least, he has, at some point in time, I feel like it's still true, but maybe there's been like issues that you guys have had or something like that. Or maybe things didn't play out the way that you thought they were going to, because I am getting like some not so great cards here at the end. But what I do feel generally overall is that he doesn't really see or has never really felt like you guys would be in a place where you guys would not be a part of each other's life. So it does feel like to me that he either has seen you or still sees you as a long-term person for him, something that he thought he would see through till the end, that maybe he would want you to be like, maybe he thought you were the one or something like that. Regardless, he currently feels like he is not ready for this connection to be over. I feel like he is holding on to you. Okay. That makes sense because we do have the Three of Swords, well, over here. That kind of fell out there at the end. He's still holding on to this connection. I feel like with the Three of Swords, though, this can talk about like a really deep sadness and heartbreak. So if you feel like you've cried over the situation, I feel like that does signify you, if you're really upset about it. But I do feel like this could also signify his feelings as well. Maybe like deep regret as well. And he is not enjoying not being in your life or in communication with you. I do feel like he is acknowledging here with the Tower, this is something that he did. Because sometimes people can be in denial. He recognizes his place in all of this. I feel like, what is all this? Was there something here about how you didn't feel appreciated by him? Like you didn't feel, aside from the inconsistencies, did you not feel like important enough or something? Because that's like what I'm getting right here. It feels like he, what am I trying to say? He appreciated you in certain moments and made you feel important to him in certain moments. And then there were certain moments where you didn't even know if you were a priority to him. Something like this. He doesn't feel like he has a chance for a new start with you. He doesn't feel like he has any opportunities with you at all. He feels like this is completely not an option. But I feel like with the I don't want to let you go card and I'm holding on to you card and the 10 of Pentacles is like he still would want to have a connection with you. There was never a point here where he wanted to let this connection go completely. Like he wanted it to continue. But I guess on his own terms is what it's sounding like. Yay, Naisha, hello. Thank you for the donation. We'll add you to the list in just a second. Interesting message I'm hearing, like, you showed me all your cards and I just let them fall. I don't even know what that means. I mean, I know what it means. I don't know, like, is that a lyric? I don't know if that's just the way he's phrasing it. You showed me all your cards and I just let them fall. Maybe like you showed me what it is that you wanted. You showed me how I could be better for you, how I could show up for you. You showed me your cards. You didn't bluff. You didn't try to hide anything. You didn't have a poker face. You showed me everything. And I just let that opportunity slip through my fingers. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting. You showed me all your cards and I just let it fall. Like, that's what I'm hearing. I feel like he kind of knew that he would lose you, and I feel like he was trying to turn a blind eye to that coming underneath the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that he messaged you yesterday and wants to keep trying. Yeah, not on anyone's terms. He doesn't feel like he has an option, though. I feel like this is wishful thinking here, to think that he could get you back together. I think he deep down knows he really doesn't have that opportunity. That's not an option for him anymore. Like, he really messed up. All right, we have the 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like he will try to shoot a shot. He has already kind of started that already. And I feel like he wants it to go his way. He wants it to lean in his direction. But I think truthfully, deep down, he doesn't think you're going to give him a chance. That's what I think. Next question, if I give him a chance. All right. If I decide to give him a chance, will things be different, or will we be in another loop? Did he put you in a third party, Philomena? Did you suspect that there were other people around him? Because I feel like there is right now. Or there's someone who maybe he just stopped a connection with recently before he reached out to you. But I feel like there's someone else around him. Okay. Tower is here again. We have the reconciliation card here, 6 of Cups. I like to point out third parties just because I feel like whenever I see the 3 of Cups, that's Spirit sign of saying, bring this up. But at the same time, the 3 of Cups is traditionally not a third party card. And a lot of times people look at the 3 of Cups if it's in reverse, then it's a third party situation. But technically the 3 of Cups just means wanting something to be happy about, wanting or having something to celebrate, a new friendship forming. Like generally it's just a situation that involves more than one person. And it can talk about like being happy, going to dinner, like having drinks with someone, collaborating with someone, in a like communal way, like community. And so with that being said, it doesn't necessarily mean third party, but I just feel like there's someone else involved in the equation, and like this isn't just about you and him. So again, this could be a friend, this could be a family member, this could generally be just like another commitment that he has. Maybe if it's not a person, then just like something else he has going on. But it just means more than 2, in my opinion, that there's like a third element to the situation here at play. I feel like I do feel like it would be a cycle if you were to give this person another chance. I feel like it could be happy for a little while. I think it could be exciting for a little while. We do have the reconciliation card here. But I feel like, again, here's the card where I heard you showed me your cards and I just let them fall. And then we have disaster and upheaval and not so great things. And not to say that organically, if you gave him another chance, he would screw it up. But I feel like there could be things of the past that would influence the way that you handle things now. Since you guys have a history together, that could make it hard for you to trust this person. That could make it hard for you to forget the past. I think I feel like he still has the capabilities within him to be very distant or cold or make you feel like unimportant to him. And I feel like what I'm seeing here is like you feed his ego, you make him feel nurtured, you make him feel loved, you make him feel admired, appreciated, you give him attention, and he likes that. But I also feel like he's more like detached from emotion, or at least tries to be. And I see him showing up here as the King of Swords, which is someone who just looks at things very matter-of-factly. And like, I feel like what you need is someone that's a good match for you, that's able to reciprocate the good energy that you put into a situation, the effort you put into the situation. This shows your guard being up. So again, a little bit more of like that past influence coming into this connection now. I feel like it could be really nice in the beginning. I feel like it could be great, honestly. But I do feel like there's going to be some things that feel kind of icky. Like you're not feeling it. Like you're just like, I don't know. It does feel cyclical in some way. And then I feel here at the end that you're going to be questioning, like, if you should have done this or not, or should you walk away again? You know, you're like, why did I put myself through this again? What are my options here? And again, that's cyclical. So I don't know. I feel my best advice would be that maybe if your heart is still open to him, like, he needs to do a little bit more than just say, hey, I want us to kind of reconnect again. I want to like try to make this work again. Like, I feel like at this point you let him already experience the I want to try to make this work again with just the words. Now you need the actions to back it up, because you're starting from a different place. So he needs to also start from a different place. Maybe my advice would be to have him make more action moves or prove to you a little bit more before you make a decision. And if he's not willing to do that, then that just goes to show he's not going to put the effort into the connection. And maybe you can save yourself a little bit of heartache. Happy Virgo, are you here? Happy Virgo, are you here? There we go. Philomena, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for your questions. Okay, so there's a bittersweet element already added to this where, well, you know what the feeling of bittersweet is. It's kind of like it's happiness, but it's got an overlay tone of sadness over it. So that's like one of the words that came to me. Ah, okay. There's a feeling of conflict here. It's like he loved the generosity. He appreciated you thinking of him. I think he did like it. I think he was happy about it. This actually shows offering of a gift, Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like he did appreciate it. He did like it. Are you guys working in the direction of getting back together? Or are you guys still friends at this point? Because I do see the friendship card here with the Three of Pentacles. Like, is it pretty much a guarantee you guys are going to get back together? You're just slowly working in that direction? Or are you not really sure where this is headed? Did you put a little note in there? Like a little written note or some kind of message along with the care package? Because I'm getting that here. That there was a note attached. The Page of Swords. You know, this conflict could be, or this feeling of confliction could just be because maybe he doesn't feel like he can reciprocate right now. Why is the Five of Swords here? Also, maybe what he's going through is making him feel this way, and it's external to your connection with each other. You'd love to know for him. Okay, so he got that. How did he feel about the note? How did he feel about the note? Oh my gosh! Something about this is making him sad. But I think it's in the way of, like I said, bittersweet. Because I feel like he likes the attention, the affections that you put in the note or in the care package. He appreciates this. It makes him feel good. It makes him feel like connected to you. But there's like this pang. There's like this sadness also associated with it. Oh, that's right, Happy Virgo. Thank you for reminding me. You guys have, yes, that's what I was about to say. You guys are the ones that are planning a vacation with each other. Okay. Does he, so you said you were trying to cheer him up. So that could be a lot of what the sadness is that I'm experiencing. The Three of Swords is like deep sadness. It's like, it hits you, you know, like it hurts. So I don't know, maybe he's going through it emotionally. But I see here as a friendship card, I see here as like a long-term connection. So whenever I see the Ten of Pentacles, it means you guys have history together. You've been friends for a long time. It could also mean or the intention is to remain connected for a long time to come. Okay. This is making sense. The one thing that's showing me that it made him feel really, really good is the Wheel, because the Wheel feels lucky. So it's almost like he felt very blessed in that moment. He felt like someone's looking out for me. He felt, you know, like very fortunate and very thankful and very grateful. But yeah, it made him feel closer to you in some way. It made him feel connected to you more. Can I answer the second question for you? Oh, he felt it was generous. That's another word I just heard. He was very sweet. Becca, who did you want messages from? Is it Marquise or someone else? Asia, you're totally fine. I'm working on Happy Virgo's second question. And then we have one reading ahead of you after that. So it'll probably be another 15 minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, Becca, that sounds good. Go ahead and post. Yeah, and I think that he felt that happy. I think he did. How does he truly feel, please? Happy Virgo wants to know, how does Braulio truly feel about Happy Virgo? How does he truly feel? Interesting. Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Man, this guy's going through it. I think he really misses you. He really does. It feels. I think he's sad to be separated from you. One thing I didn't mention was the Three of Swords we had over here in the other reading, and that talks about painful separation. So I feel like he's very sad to be away from you as well. He feels like you've been good for the soul. That's like, you know, people say like soul food, or this person's been really good for like my personal growth and development. Like that's what I'm hearing him say about you. You've led him or helped assist him in self-discovery and helped him see maybe different ways of life or have different perspectives. And that could be as basic as you're a very positive person and he's typically not. He doesn't default to be very positive. So you can be the positive influence to his pessimistic outlook. You know, it could be as simple as that, or it could mean like you really have like affected him and impacted him. It could be both, honestly. But in some way you have assisted him in betterment of his own self and his personal development and growth. He feels on the outside of your life. He doesn't feel like he's necessarily on the in, which kind of makes sense with the distance, but I feel like it goes deeper than that. Okay, Becca, you got it. I got your question. Thank you. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so he feels like on the outside of you, he doesn't feel very integrated in your life. And like I was saying, it's not just like surface level stuff. I think honestly, he feels like he's missed out on a lot. And that's what I mean by it goes deeper than that. It's not just about what he's feeling right now. I feel like there's been a span of time where he wasn't a part of your life and he could feel a case of FOMO, you know, he could feel like there was so much that he missed out on already up until this point. And so I feel like he's has this conflict. Okay, so that makes sense. The last reading was that he had this conflict over here. So basically what it is he's feeling this inner battle or inner turmoil between missing out on your life and not being able to be a part of your life / needing to rush his growth process, his healing process, what he is going through. He sits here and thinks to himself, if I were to rush the situation, then I could be with her, or I could be what she needed, or I could be that person I want to be in a connection with her. But then he says to himself, but if I rush the process, it's going to be temporary. I really need to feel these feelings. And so he's like, do I rush it to be with her? Do I take my time to be with her eventually? You know, so I feel like he is going through this like place of, he feels like he wants to be everywhere and do everything at once, but he knows that's not realistic. And so it does create this sadness within him, that conflict I was feeling, which would also explain the bittersweet feeling that he is feeling right now. So I think it's all connecting now in this reading for me. He does not want to walk away from you. I see that as something he wants to continue this connection with you. He is trying to like let go of maybe fear-based mentalities or limiting beliefs. The world is here again. So it's this feeling of like wholeness or completeness. When he talks to you, I think you make him feel a lot better. You have a lot of like the same cards that we had in the last reading. You have the Six of Pentacles here as well, which means that there's give and take and there's appreciation and gratitude on both sides. Again, the Ace of Pentacles is here. That's another card that you had that was the same, which is an extension. Like he feels like you're a gift to him. I do see him looking for opportunities to further this connection along. I think ultimately his end goal is love, but I think he's unsure of that right now. Yeah. So that is what I have for you. Happy Virgo. Thank you so much for your questions. Becca, I'm about to work on yours. If you would like to let me know if you're here or not. We're going to timestamp you at 2 hours and 30 minutes if you're not here. Good, I'm glad. Believe him when he says that he doesn't ever want to end the connection with you. I fully feel like that is his honesty coming through. Okay. After Becca, we have Nyasia. We have 3 spots open after that. If anyone would like to donate, it's 2 questions for the price of 1, $15. You get 2 questions answered. Messages from Becca's child's father. Yay, we're about to start yours. Messages from Becca's child's father. So for whatever reason, Becca, Spirit just want you to write this down. So I'm wondering if maybe I'll channel it better if I write it down. So give me 1 second. Okay. Becca, so one thing that is coming through is like he's feeling very emotional. I feel like he wants you to know that he like loves your son a lot. Um, but I feel like there's this feeling of like inadequacy that he's experiencing with himself. He feels like he's like being very, very hard on himself lately. And I think that he has intrusive thoughts. Like that's what I'm hearing is like he has intrusive thoughts that like make him feel like a really bad parent. The things that he thinks to himself, the things that he wishes for himself, like he wishes things would be different, or maybe he wishes like things could be easier for your son or something, and like then he like feels shame in that. But anyway, this is the message I channeled. It makes like literally you can hardly even understand what it says, but he says, yeah, I am. I just had to write it all down, the message for you, because like Spirit was saying write it down. I don't know why. So I've just listened to what Spirit said. So basically, these are your 5 cards for your $5, but I wrote down the message. So I'm just kind of prefacing that, what I said, so that you kind of understand the message. So what he said was, I feel like I don't measure up to you no matter how hard I try as a parent. Do you know how conflicting it is to feel like you are the lesser parent? No matter how hard I try to fix myself, you will always have years on me. You will always be ahead. Maybe I shouldn't think of it like that, but I do. I recognize my need to change, my need to love unconditionally, my need to be a better man. I know I have the makings of it. You saw it in me. I should see it in myself. So that was his message to you. And yeah. So hopefully all that made sense, but he does feel like a sense of confliction, a sense of shame because of his intrusive thoughts, because he wishes things were differently. I do feel like, I don't know what this feeling of like shame is. I'm trying to understand it, but it's like he wishes that things would be different or things could be easier, and he feels shame around that. Having these thoughts, he wishes he didn't think this way. He wants like, I don't know. This man's complicated, but that's what I have. That was the 5 card message for you. Let me know how it resonated. All right, so we are going to move on to, sometimes I don't know what it is, but it's like automatic writing. It just like comes out a lot easier, more fluid for me. So sometimes I write it down. All right, so Nyasia is next. Nyasia, I am ready for your question whenever you are. You said I was freaking out because I was like, I didn't do enough for a question. Why is she using tarot? Well, the reason I was using tarot, no, I'm glad you were like transparent with me. But the reason I used tarot is because I didn't feel like you guys were in a love connection, and I feel like a lot of the channeled messages that I have are like romantically inclined, and I know you wanted channel messages from him, so I felt like using tarot would be the most objective way to do this. So that's why I did it that way. No. Don't worry about that. You're welcome. That's true. I like that. I was about to send again. Thanks, Luna. Sweet dreams. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye, Becca. Asia says, approaching the end of the first month. Work forecast. Oh, this is at the new job. Is that right? Do they like me? Like, how am I doing? Do you see me moving up in the company? Okay. Okay, so Naija, the first thing I'm getting is that it hasn't been enough time to tell for sure. FYI, confirming you're reading about position being between me and someone else. There's a girl on the team that wanted the role, but she didn't want to change shifts. Dang, that's awesome. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, I was feeling that pretty strongly. I actually remember, they were even on the team, like I said, they were like internally. That's crazy because I remember doing that reading for you and feeling that way. That's nuts. Thank you for that confirmation. I wish like there was a way to find my readings, like go back to them and then add the feedback to those readings. That way I could like piece them together, but that's just too much work. I know that's too much work. But as far as like, do they like you? Spirit saying it's a little too soon to tell. The 4 of air here says allow more time before making a decision. So maybe they feel like they need a little bit more time to get to know you a little bit better. That's crazy. Yeah, I remember that reading really, really pretty clearly, actually. I don't usually remember my readings. But as far as how you're doing, they feel like you're handling things really well for what you're having to deal with. And they feel like the first thing I'm getting is that you're picking up on things pretty quickly. So I feel like on a work ethic level, they are noticing how you're doing really, really well. I feel like you could be having a lot of things thrown at you, or your training could have been really quick or not as thorough, or you feel like there was a lot you had to learn during that process or something, but they feel like you're handling it really well. I am getting that they feel like you're dependable as well. That's a key word here. You're intelligent. They feel like you're showing your work ethic extremely well. Like, I don't feel like this is like you called out, you haven't arrived late, like maybe that they noticed, but you haven't arrived late. Like, I feel you're on time, you do what needs to be done. I feel like you're doing things well and they're liking that. They like how you're showing up for your job. And as far as do I see you moving up in the company, I am also getting yes. We have the 10 of Earth, which talks about financial security. It also talks about you have the choice here to stay at this place long term. 10 of Earth is like, 10 of Earth can even be retirement, girl. So I feel like it's going to be up to you how far you take this with them. But I do feel like the option will always be available to you to remain employed at this place if you want it. I see it always being your choice. But I do see you moving up. The 10 of Earth, just generally financial stability and like being somewhere long term, even to the point of retirement. That just shows me you're moving up in the company. 10 of Earth, to get that card when asking that question is probably like the best card in the whole deck to get. So I feel good about that. I'm not sensing like any surprises or anything. I think the choice will be yours, how far your relationship with this company goes. As far as your forecast, I am getting just a lot of luck here. And what I mean by luck is not like good luck, but I mean good fortune, good karma coming back to you, things working out in your favor, you feeling like someone's looking out for you up there. Like you feel like it's going well. It's working in your, like I said, your favor. I don't know how else to phrase that. We have unity here, and that card is the Hierophant. So I do feel like at some point, after getting to know you a little bit better, there are going to be people that feel good about you in a more personal way. I feel like right now some people could be a bit standoffish. They're kind of still in observation mode, so don't take that to heart, because I do feel like eventually you're going to feel that there is someone there that feels like family to you. You feel like you can go to them, you can talk to them. This could be multiple people, but there is this form of like camaraderie. You start to kind of soften in, like nestle in, and like feel more yourself. Like it's not so much about impressing. At that point, it's more about just kind of feeling like you know what you're doing and you're making it work, and then you can focus more on the interpersonal relationships you have with other people there, because you kind of know your job like the back of your hand. Once you get to that point, I feel like things are going to become easier for you when it comes to like socially or how they're viewing you and things like that. I think right now, like I said, it's just observation mode. They're just kind of trying to feel the situation out, but I do feel like eventually it is really, really nice, really, really good. The Ten of Air says the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. So that's how your reading ends. Let me know what your second question is. Oh, I didn't even realize, but this talks about a new area of study, doing something more challenging in a new area of study, which is actually kind of perfect for what you're going through right now. So we're going to go ahead and do a last call on readings tonight. I am wrapping up my last reading right now. So we're going to go ahead and leave it open for just a few more minutes in case anyone is in here that's been thinking about donating and just hasn't had the chance to yet. So last call for donations, guys. It's definitely challenging you. Do we still see the assisted living thing working out? I've been wondering where Benjamin has been. Benjamin, I feel like he's going to come in here at some point. Been thinking about him lately. Okay. Yeah, he actually had asked me if I had looked into Vedic astrology or Vedic. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but oh my God, I went down the rabbit hole, y'all. And it's crazy stuff. So I was looking forward to having that conversation with him. You know, Naija, I am. It's like I'm getting it's gonna happen, but I don't know how happy you're gonna be about how it all plays out or something like that. The High Priestess is a maybe, but it's next to Four of Water, which is talking about discontentment, or maybe like you haven't searched all the possibilities. Remind me a little bit of this situation, what this is about. Or like in the end it's not working out the way that you would have wanted or something like that. Like it should happen, but if you can give me a little bit more. Right? I actually found this girl online who does, oh gosh, what is it called? It's she's on Instagram, and she does readings. She like does like, it's like a mix of like Vedic astrology and numerology and like a whole bunch of stuff, and it's like really cool how she like predicts things. It's not like tarot, you know what I mean? Like it's not like dowsing rods or runes or anything like that, like the Norman. It's like she uses numbers and astrology with Vedic astrology to figure things out, and it's really, really cool. Try to see if I could find her. So her name is Numerology by Julia. Chronovector Diagnostics is what she does. And it's a method, a synthesis of classical and Vedic numerology, socionics, astrology, biorhythmology, and calculates physical, emotional, and intellectual indicators, as well as the capacity of the chakras. The code consists of typology, karmic code, physical, emotional, intellectual indicators, chakras, innate capacity, logic and intuition, dominant energy, yin or yang, potential of leader and performer, sexual life. She can also look into past life karma. Using this stuff, it's like crazy. Sorry to interrupt your reading, but I'm like, it's so cool. It's an opportunity that I've been researching to open up in assisted living. It's kind of like a group home in a way, but still got a lot of research to do. I start the classes this weekend. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is this option is still available to you, but I think that you might find out in the end that you might go a different route. Similar category, but I feel like there's just some element to this situation where you're going to be like, you know what? I think it would be better. Like I had a plan, but I think if I tweak it or make this adjustment, it will be better for me. Yeah, no, it is really cool. It is really cool. So I feel like that's kind of what I'm getting, because here it says like open your eyes to the possibilities, and maybe you're feeling discontent, or maybe you go the way of your original plan but feel like it's not really making moves for you, so you kind of have to make adjustments that are required at that time. But it's something like it works for you, like it works out for you. But nah, I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over now. I'm glad you're starting the classes this weekend. You're busy. You're a busy bee. I feel like you like being busy though. It makes you feel productive. It makes you feel good. So if you wanted to open up a group home, there could be some fears surrounding your finances and how to go about getting the funding for that. So that may be a current fear. Let's see how this works out for you. Okay, the way to get that is collaborations. I do see a masculine energy here. So I feel like it's about going to an advisor or getting investors or getting donators or something like that, right? Okay, that makes sense. Trying to learn how to get funding. Okay. Yeah, I remember you said you know a lot about like business and all kinds of stuff. So I think it might have been you. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this is the love partner. Oh, that's so cute. It's a Knight of Cups there for you. That's awesome. The collaboration specifically is what I'm getting with the Three of Pentacles. I love that you're getting educated. This is talking about a strike of new inspiration, new clarity, new insight, new messages, new downloads. Just be open to divine guidance coming down for you, because you might be eating an orange and suddenly it sparks inspiration for you. So like, just be very open to receiving insight and information. This could come from a sentence off of a show that's playing in the background while you're washing the dishes, but it gives you inspiration. Like, just be very open for any kind of inspiration anywhere to kind of lead you or direct you or give you like confirmation. That's awesome, Naija. I need to do that myself. She's not that friendly, but you believe she can help me. Well, you know what? You got to do what you got to do. But here we have brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation. It could be a challenging new beginning, but hey, it's a new beginning. An exciting opportunity, career advancement, and life changes. Ace of Fire. Spirit is saying, do not let this plan go. Despite what it looks like on the outside, do not let that hold you back. Do not let that defeat you. Do not let that get to you. That you are supposed to be doing this. You are on the right path. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. That could be a message for the woman that you said, she's not that friendly, but you believe she can help me. Bite your tongue if she offends you or rubs you the wrong way, because Spirit is saying to choose your battles as well. We have things are looking very good. Make sure you have patience, but understand that your long-term plans are going to come to life. And then we also have the Six of Water. So this, when it comes to career readings or like the type of reading I'm doing for you now, financial, whatever, this talks about your experience helping you in the future, your experience from the past coming back now to help you in the future. So everything you've kind of learned over time is going to assist you. There's going to be elements in all the different places, all the different jobs you've had, all the different schooling, classes, certifications, whatever it is you have under your belt. This is now going to benefit you here in this situation. She's reminding me of a person that when I was in cosmetology school, the energy that I'm getting off this person that you're telling me about, she reminds me of this person that I had in cosmetology school. She was not personable. She was very blunt. She, like you said, not friendly, but she was knowledgeable. She knew what it was she was talking about. I don't feel like being a teacher was the best fit for her, to be completely honest with you, but she knew what she was doing, and she had been doing it at that school for many, many years. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn something. So I did. I tried to learn from her. And I did feel like I was understanding things, but then they had a new teacher come in. I guess the other one retired or something happened, and she ended up leaving. And the new teacher, she just taught so well. Like, I understood anything that the other person would say. Like, it wasn't clicking, it wasn't grasping. It was the way this new person taught. So I feel like I can understand a little bit of what you're going through. And I do feel like this person has a lot of knowledge, but also because this memory is coming back to me, I'm using it as spiritual guidance, that your lessons don't have to stop at this person. You can also learn from other people if you feel like you didn't get enough out of it. And that could be possibly what I was sensing when I said, that some adjustments would need to be required, or it's going to work out for you, but you may not get everything out of it that you need. You may have to do something else. So that could be kind of what I was picking up. That's exactly how she is. She shouldn't be a coach. She knows how to do it for herself, and she's knowledgeable and she knows what she's talking about, but maybe just teaching isn't her forte, and I understand. Good night, Vetus. Right, I'm gonna network and collaborate with other people. The further I can go into this, that will be awesome. Good luck. I'm so glad I got to see you tonight. Buvana, I can answer a yes or no question for you if you have a yes or no question. I am about to sign off though, so you want to make sure you post it pretty quickly. We are going to go ahead and close the list, guys. It's been really great talking to everyone tonight. Okay, Naija, that sounds good. Thank you for your questions. Buvana, I appreciate your sub. Thank you for being here. I'm happy to answer a yes or no question for you if you can type it really, really quickly, because I'm about to go. Good night. Thank you, Naija. All right, I am going to go ahead and hop off here. It looks like we're not taking me up on a free question. So you guys have a lovely